I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
This holiday season, when they got froze out, they found a way to survive and looked ahead to the new year. The Merch Family, coming December 12th, 2017. A Merry Merchmas.
Hi, Merch University. My name is Helen Kinson, and my top advice for merch is to upload every day and to advertise. So for the uploading every day, it's really helpful if you try to upload more than your daily limit, and just the extra ones you just upload as drafts, because there's always going to be a day where you just don't have time to make a design, or you're in a rush. So it's nice to just have those drafts. And if you can't think of enough designs, there's a lot of places you can buy designs. I buy from VA Rentals, and they have a subscription plan. So every week I get designs from them, and then I can always make designs on my own as well. The second advice is advertising. So there's Facebook, there's millions of places to advertise. Right now I'm using Pinterest and Spark. So for Pinterest, I pin 50 pins a day. So it might seem like a lot. It's not. I have a program called Tailwind that automatically pins for me. So all I have to do is pin a couple times a week, and I just save all the pins to Tailwind, and then Tailwind will pin it at the prime times that people are looking at Pinterest. So they'll pin the 50 a day for me at peak times. So it's really helpful. It's a free way to advertise, and it gets your shirt designs out there. The other way is Spark, and some of you may not have heard of Spark. It's fairly new. It's Amazon's version of social media. I think it's fantastic. Basically, you can just upload either a mock-up or upload your shirt, write a little cute thing about it, and as people are scrolling through their feed, if they like your shirt, all they do is click on it, and it brings them to your listing. And everyone that is viewing these shirts or these posts on Spark, they're all Amazon Prime members. You have to be a Prime member to use it. It's part of the Amazon app. So you're advertising to your ideal customer. They love Amazon and they're ready to buy. So those are my advice, and good luck to all of you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday.
We're here, and Joe had asked me to give some advice on merch. So my first piece of advice is to read everything in the groups and watch all the videos from Joe Clay and Texas Gal Treasures. They have a lot of good information and other videos all about merch. My second piece of advice is to buy your own shirt every once in a while, because that way it will rank. And that happened to me. I bought a shirt for Halloween and it sold 32 more times after that. Third piece of advice is to never give up, because you never know when you're gonna have a winner, and sometimes you just have to take a break for a day, and that's what I do, and then my brain works better again and I come up with better designs. Yeah, it can be frustrating, especially in the lower tiers, so don't give up ever. And yeah, that's it for my video. I hope you all have a Merry Merchmas and a Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys around.
Hello everybody, Merry Merchmas. My name's Kristin Harris and I am a merch seller of a little over a year, and Joe gave me the following question. What's the dumbest thing you've ever done to get a rejection, and what can others learn from your mistake? Well, this isn't a rejection, but I've gotten a really massive takedown kind of recently, like last month, that freaked me out, and it was such a stupid mistake, and it's probably one of the biggest takedowns I've ever heard of people surviving, and it's been a month, so I think I survived it. But I had a phrase that I was copying and pasting over and over again in this certain niche. And I didn't even think to check it for a trademark. It just didn't even cross my damn mind. So I had a takedown all-in-one of 36 listings. So my advice is, when you do this kind of innocuous cutting and pasting of, maybe a bullet point or a description, and you're just putting it, on all these different listings, is to go back and double check that to make sure that there's not a phrase that's not trademarked. Maybe it doesn't cross your mind. Just go review it. That's all I'm saying. Bye.
Is this thing on? I can't, is it on? I can't tell. I can't. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card. Oh, it is on. Oh, sorry. Hey guys, Mitch with Mitch on Merch here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Merry Merchmas. Joe had asked me to talk about just give some advice. I apologize for the voice, by the way, as I am getting a cold. It is that time of year. But Joe had asked me to comment on just encouraging those who are in merch and giving some advice to those who are in merch. Maybe you're new, or maybe you've been in merch for a while and you're just getting to the point where maybe you feel like you're failing. First of all, we've all been there. But I did want to give some advice. I like to call it 5 golden things. Get it? 5 golden things, 5 golden rings. If I have to explain it, it's really not that cool. But my 5 golden things are, first and foremost, you need to be you. You're going to hear people on podcasts, you're going to hear people on YouTube talk about their experiences and their journey, and you can learn from those, most definitely, but make sure at the end of the day, you're not trying to imitate them, you're trying to be who you are, because the way they're doing things may not be the way that you want to do things, may not be the way that things work out for you. Each of our journeys are different, so just be aware of that. If you see somebody who's been in for 3 months and they're making $1,000 a month, celebrate them. That's awesome. Be encouraged by that and know that that's possible, but don't get down when you don't do that. If you're in it for 3 months and you're selling 10 shirts a month, that's good. That's 10 shirts you weren't selling 3 months ago. So this is a slow process. I like to do, if you know me, I like to do barbecue. Barbecue is very slow. Sometimes it takes 12, 16 hours to do a brisket. It's a slow process. Merch is the same way. It's a very slow process for most people. And yes, there are those occasions when people just rock it and they do awesome stuff. In 3 months they're making $1,000 or whatever. Celebrate those people, but at the end of the day, be you. Second, do you. Do the things that you like. When it comes to design, think about your hobbies. Think about the things that you do. I'm a teacher. I do a lot of teacher shirts that do really well because I understand teachers. I hunt and fish. Those do really well because I understand hunting and fishing. I do barbecue shirts. They do really well because I understand barbecue. Don't go into a niche. Study niches and then look for cool designs. I'm not saying don't do it to avoid them altogether. But at the end of the day, you need to do you, do what you know, and start designing those things that you have knowledge. You have a knowledge base about. So do you. And don't try to, like, if you see somebody doing really well in a niche that you have no clue what it's about and you just throw a design up there, not going to help. So do you, do what you know. Third is help you. You need to pay attention to those videos, pay attention to those podcasts. We are trying to give you advice. Those of us who have videos, we're not getting any money off of it. We're just trying to help you do better. So do your due diligence and do some studying. Keyword research. Learn about keywords. Designs. You should constantly be trying to get better at designing or making your designs better, even if they're text-based. Go ask Joe. Go ask Young. He'll tell you right quick. Text is crucial, and I'm a graphic design teacher. I tell my students all the time, text is crucial. Don't just put whatever the default text is in your design software. Don't just use that for every design. That's not going to work. The text needs to match the design. You need to make sure that you help yourself become better. You need to constantly try to challenge yourself, constantly try to find ways to make your designs better, ways to make your little merch venture better. And it's not going to happen on its own. You have to be a part of that. The fourth thing is balance you. You need to balance your life. Don't just dive into merch. If you got a wife and kids at home, don't just dive into merch and just forget about your wife and kids, because that will not end well. You need to balance your life. Merch is awesome. Merch has the potential to be really cool. Don't go all out and forget you have a job. Don't be skipping out on your work just to go design shirts. You have a family. If you have a family, don't skip on your family just to design shirts. Make sure that you're balancing merch with the rest of your life. Don't avoid things. Don't forget to call. Don't get so busy designing you forget to call or forget to email or forget to do something important because you're busy designing. Make sure that you have merch balance that coincides with obviously the balance of your everyday life. And then finally, celebrate you. So when you do well, man, if you went from selling 2 shirts a month to selling 10 shirts a month, that's huge. Celebrate that. If you go from selling 10 shirts a month to selling 50 shirts a month, that's huge. Celebrate that. If you have a week where you get $100 worth of products, you make a profit of $100, celebrate that. And go online and let us know, because we want to celebrate with you. That encourages us. When you're celebrating your awesomeness, it encourages us to do better. It encourages us to step up. So I want to encourage you to make sure that you celebrate you. So that's my advice. Have a wonderful Christmas. Have a Merry Merchmas. I hope that your sales are rocking. I pray that you're doing all that you can to make this venture possible. But at the end of the day, I do hope and pray that you and your family have a safe and blessed Christmas. God bless.